Good morning, guys. It is Thursday, December 26th. Hope you guys had a happy holidays. I know everybody's running around going, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's happy holidays. Not all of us celebrate Christmas. Maybe some of us used to. But it's basically happy holidays. Hope you guys are having a good time with your family. Okay, so let's get started. Today we have 326s. Now, I just spotted that a few minutes ago. As you know, I'm not really doing the horoscope too much anymore, so basically I just did it for the day. I'm not writing it, I'm just defining it. However, I'm letting whatever I intuit come naturally. Okay, so that's the first thing I noticed is the 888. Now, when I see the number 8 in the form of 26, it's the waiting or the knowing that something is coming to an end, knowing that something has a deadline. Okay, so if it is something that you're uncomfortable with or something that's new, it's basically you're trying it on for size. And for the rest of you guys, you're walking a path of uncertainty and you're waiting to be empowered. You're waiting to hear something. For a lot of you, since we just moved out of Sagittarius, for a lot of you, this is some kind of legal paperwork or issue. Could be in regards to work, could be in regards to family, partnership. A lot of you guys are dealing with divorce and custody in terms of children, possession, and animals, businesses. I think they're already trying to tell me something. And the thing is, when I see 26 also, I want to say divine service. Okay, 6 is 6th house. It is the number of healing. It's showing your love through service and doing what you love on a day-to-day basis. Okay, as a habit in your schedule. Okay, doing what makes you feel good every single day. Okay, because it equals 8, it is infinity. It's also your ability to cope. So it's loving who you are, loving what you do, and loving where you're at. Okay, the second number for the day and date numbers 26 and 23. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't finish. So with 26, somebody was served something, like possibly some legal paperwork, or something was certified, served, or executed, meaning written, finished, done, or acted upon. Okay, I'm just telling you what's coming through my mind. Okay, 23 is the second number. It equals 5, so it's balancing ideas, balancing journey. It's about your confidence, your boundaries, and where you stand. So you may be executing something that has to do with standards or rules. Customizing something, maybe customizing a contract, customizing a schedule. Yeah, customizing, making it to fit what suits you. 5 is also about gifts, surprises, changes, and boundaries. Boundaries, standards, the bottom line, where you stand. It's also fences, blocks, and I want to say blockades. Okay, interesting. They're telling... I've also learned to take notes. So blockade, okay, I'm blockade and stockade. Let me write those down because I'll put those in the description box below. Okay, so nothing's coming out. They're messing with me. Subliminally. Okay, so 2 and 2 are additional numbers besides the other 2 26s. 2 is about balance. It's about goals, planning, partnerships, working together, intimacy, and it's also about connection. What was I going to say? Oh! If you guys want to, Miracle Inc., her herbal essences and tinctures, you should check it out. She's awesome. 3 sprays of Fairy Godmother spray. I hope that you guys got what you wished for, and if you didn't get what you wished for, just think of it as an extended holiday season. Okay, not everybody gets presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Some of you guys and a lot of us should start this tradition of having Christmas the week after Christmas. That way you can get what you want after the sale. The pressure is off. Oh, maybe that's what the 26 is. It gives a sense of waiting for something, waiting for the pressure to be alleviated. In your standards, in your boundaries, waiting for the pressure to be alleviated. So it's like stress as something's counting down. Waiting for something to end, or waiting for something to begin, or waiting for a word of communication. Incorporate the changes that come your way and surrender to them as they are for your higher good. Whether or not the situation is for your higher good, the lesson contained therein is. Just saying. Okay, so today we have the moon transiting the nodes with the north node conjunct the moon and the south node opposing the moon. So that's what do you call it? Arrivals and departures. Somebody is leaving your I was gonna say your atmosphere, your environment, or ring, or something is leaving your immediate circle, your everyday immediate circle, in order to create room for something new to come in. A lot of times it's usually a person, in which case your relatives come to nurture and tend to you and check on you. Okay, now at this time with nodal contact, sometimes it can be because somebody's drowning. They could have physically drowned, or they're drowning in obligations, financial, mental, physical, and spiritual, and financial in this case also. Somebody's just overloaded and can't quite keep up. Okay, let's see. Being urged to leave the past behind and step into the new. It's all subliminal. Kind of like you're seeing the signs, go this way. But it's also, you know, being free to choose to go your own way. Oh. And the thing is, with this, with the nodal contacts and the conjunction, it can be, if somebody has not been doing the mental work, they could literally lose their shit, okay? They can, like, freak out, and I like the phrase that I saw written here, so I tend to use it quite a bit. Like a baby, a complete lunatic who cannot be consoled. They're so wrapped up in their own neuroses that nothing will ever soothe them. But if they've been doing the mental work or even the spiritual work, this can be a very soulful, sensitive person who knows how to tune into their environment without losing their reason or maturity, okay? So they can keep their shit together. And, you know, during the holidays, frankly, there's a lot of things that could throw us at this time. Okay, so you might feel creative today. You might feel that you want to make something or create something. Your imagination will be powerful. And you might be pretty spiritual. You know, it is the holidays, so a lot of people are, even though Christmas is based off of, you know, Catholic and Christianity's Jesus Christ, and that's where I was coming in with the, not all of us celebrate Christmas. Some of us celebrate Kwanzaa, some of us celebrate Hanukkah. I mean, it's just the holiday season. It makes no difference. It's all about togetherness and connection with your loved ones. Okay. So, second, what we have today, we've got Mercury in Sagittarius, squaring Black Moon Lilith. And if you guys don't know, I believe it's either Friday or Saturday. Okay, it's Saturday. Saturday, Mercury enters Libra, and I'll go over that probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Okay, so Mercury squaring Black Moon Lilith. So that could be, it's where you feel misunderstood, like I didn't mean to do that. Okay, sorry about that. Had a lady come and stare at the walls for about 20 minutes. Couldn't get her out of here. Anyways, so the Mercury squaring Black Moon Lilith is basically feeling misunderstood and not realizing that you are the cause of your reality, that your actions, your words, your thinking is what put you in this situation. Okay, a lot of people don't realize that they do it to themselves or that they're responsible for their reality on some level. Okay, but this involves Mercury. Okay, so with Mercury, it can be thinking, communication, and all forms of traveling at the speed of light. At the speed of light. Okay, so it makes me feel like this can be a car accident. Now we've already been, I completely forgot what I was talking about now. The same lady just came in again. I'm getting irritated. I need to chill. Anyway, so Mercury squaring Black Moon Lilith can be car accidents, and we're already seeing like pileups come in. I had gotten that before. I usually get that missile crises and car pileups. Was I getting that? Where is that dang car pileup? I don't think. Oh, that was with the air sign. Okay, yeah, cars piling up. That would be the full moon in Gemini. So there's still some full moon in Gemini energy coming in. Yes, I know it's about a couple weeks later, but that energy is still active. And sometimes if your house starts at the later degrees of a particular sign, or any sign anyways, that these events from the full moons previous catch up to you eventually. Like I think I told you guys back in back in June, that full moon in Sagittarius, I had channeled something, and approximately a month later I actually saw what I channeled in the physical realm. Oh look, another 1111. Guys, I've been seeing 1111 like nuts. Kind of crazy, and the thing is I'm seeing two 1111s. It's not just straight 1111. There's always 1111 then 1111. Okay, like a pair of 1111. So two people on a new cycle, or I mean, you guys know what 11 is. It's the portal, right? A portal for something to manifest a particular goal or establishing a goal, or the portal has been established open to get a goal. Privileged lady. Okay, and with Mercury communication, thinking, speaking, listening, learning. Sagittarius would be the learning, the optimism, the adventure. So you could be cruising for a bruising, literally. Sagittarius. Sometimes Sag can go too far. So maybe you're traveling on a trip. I mean, it is the holidays. There's a lot of traffic on the roads. Be very wary of other people. Getting served with warrants. Getting served with traffic tickets. Traffic. I'm hearing traffic. Black Moon Lilith is in Virgo. It's the shadow of trust. Not trusting others. Tickets, traffic tickets. So there can be like a lot of traffic tickets coming up. People could be going to court. Mercury and Sagittarius can be going to court. Okay, why do I belong here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. So it's kind of like having to go to court, and some of you guys will be like, oh, I don't deserve this. And there'll be a portion of you, a percentage of you that actually don't deserve this. Okay, and then there'll be some of you that don't deserve this, that end up suffering as a part of karmic lessons. I know everything is a karmic lesson. It kind of sucks you when you realize that. That everything you do, everything you think, your family, your children, your job, your relationship, your house, your life can be part of a karmic lesson. Okay, so know when it's healthier for you to release something, somebody, or an idea for the better. Ooh, look at that. Hold on. Ta-da, Christmas magic. I just realized I didn't put that up. Well, I had that lady in the store. I had to take it down so I can keep an eye on the front counter. So I forgot to put it back, and y'all got to see the ugly back behind the counter and possibly the trash can and all that. That's why I put it there. But yeah, going to court for traffic tickets, going to court for being sued. I want to say a breach in trust. Somehow there's a breach in trust.
He wants a coconut water.
And having errors in judgment. So it could be a false filing. It could be a false testimony. Talking about the ways that we're not trusting, possibly the universe or the justice system, excuse me, or the way somebody's thinking. Hold on. Also, too, with the solar eclipse in Capricorn, it's being serious. Okay, and now I notice a lot of people, too, they're in a cold, dark place, and that's actually our first card. Excuse me. And I was talking to somebody about it where a lot of people are suffering, and they're suffering hard, and about realizing that you actually created this by default. Okay, I know a lot of people, there are those who are willing to listen. Okay, and then there are those who don't want to listen. And I'm seeing that problem, those people who aren't going to face and take that challenge of the karmic lesson that is being brought to them right now. Those people that are going to fail through this, they're either going to stay in that spiral and they're going to stay down until something forces them, until something gives, until they give, until they break. They're either going to seek healing, or they're going to take themselves out of this world to stop the pain. Or those that aren't doing the work right now, they're going to repeat this lesson. The ones that will not take their own lives. Hopefully nobody does. But I'm just saying there's that definite divide. And okay, so they're putting this poem inside my head. I saw it a long time ago, and it was by Anonymous. I think I was about 16 and I saw it. There are only two things. Okay, that's what it was titled. There are only two things that can go wrong. One, you either get sick, or two, you stay well. If you stay well, you have nothing to worry about. However, if you get sick, you only have two things to worry about. Either you're going to get better or you're going to die. If you get better, you have nothing to worry about. If you die, well, then you only have two things to worry about. Okay, you're either going to heaven or you're going to hell, right? Okay, so if you go to heaven, you have nothing to worry about. Well, on the other hand, if you go to hell, you'll be too busy shaking hands with friends to even worry. The end. And I've always loved that poem since I saw it. I mean, I memorized it there on the spot. I can't even remember exactly where I saw it. But I do remember I was about 15 or 16. Ooh. Okay, so overall theme. Wow. Okay, once again, I gotta put you on pause. My goodness, apparently the full moon in Gemini is still affecting me. It's been a day of talking with people, which is fine. It's the holidays, right? So after you visit your friends and family, you're like, fuck, I forgot to see this person. That's all right, I'll go visit them today. So there could be some visiting today too, even though, you know, the holidays are, well, the Christmas holiday is officially over and we're moving into New Year. So it's time to do those last minute purgings, cleanups, getting yourself ready for the new year, despite everything and anything that's been happening to you. Let's see, I forgot where I was at, guys, because there's just so much going on. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock. I think we already went over Mercury and Sagittarius squaring Black Moon Lilith. So that could also be like somebody saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go do this," and you not trusting them. So there is this possibility that you could think somebody's cheating, or somebody's cheating you, or gypping you of something, cutting corners. Because Capricorn energy is frugal energy also. With Mercury and Sagittarius, this would be in, that's the 9th house. Capricorn is the 10th house. So this would be 12th house. Also talking about ending bad habits. Like, you need to stop talking to your ex-girlfriend. You need to stop talking to your ex-boyfriend. You need to completely cut things off. You need to stop going to see, you need to stop, basically, stop going on these little adventures, okay, because, especially Sagittarius is the party animal, the wild child, okay, you need to stop being so wild, because there's things that you do when you're intoxicated or under the influence of something that leads me to feel that I can't trust you. So this is also a question of reliability. Okay, can I count on you? Can I trust in you? Also, I'm getting too much. Okay, so some people can talk too much. They could be moving too much. They could be having to do a lot of errands and basically not wanting to leave home for, let's see, Mercury and Sagittarius, for 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 in the 5th house. Talking to children about trust. Traveling with the daughter, communicating with the daughter. So it could be that you could have been spoken against. Somebody spoke against you. Or maybe you're speaking against somebody else. Like, I don't trust you. Okay, I don't trust you to drive with my daughter. I don't trust you to drive under the influence. I don't trust you to talk to my daughter. I don't trust you to go gallivanting, because Mercury and Sagittarius is wanderlust. Okay, so somebody's exploring where they shouldn't be exploring. All right. First card, 32, number despair. Number 32, this is despair. Okay, so this is against changes. There are big changes that are happening, and it's kind of destroying your confidence. Things have been getting you down. It has been the holiday season, but when I see this card, it's like destitute. There's no opportunity here for something. So some of you guys may have been forced out or pushed out. Some of you guys could have been fired. You could have been cheated on. You could have been left for dead, literally. Like, I don't want this situation anymore. Somebody could have walked away from you, or they could have left you out in the cold. You could have been excluded from something, or I want to say banished, shunned in some area. Some of you guys may have chosen to leave a situation or an idea or a way of thinking. Okay, because this signifies depression and despair. You see behind him, not hiring. So you may have been fired and wondering what options you have now. You may not have any options. Okay, because this gives a sense of something's ending, something's purging. So it kind of feels like the number 10 card of ruin, where events have already happened and you're left in the dust of, in the wake of events happening. So it can be like chronic depression and sadness, and having to leave your home, having to leave your job, having to leave a relationship, having to leave a family, having to leave a status that you were comfortable with. Okay, because I'm getting the Saturn and the Capricorn energy with this also. Okay, moving forward into this new life without fill in the blank. Okay, for some of you guys, you're looking at it the wrong way. I have to tell you that you're free. You are free to do whatever you want. Yes, it could be just you and your dog. So this card also gives the Fool energy, a clean slate, being wiped out and beginning again. Some of you could have gotten fired. Some of you were dumped. At a loss for words. Despair. Judgment. 5 of Cups. Yeah, for some of you guys, the universe has really come in and shaken things up. You've experienced, it feels like there was a war on you. Somebody exercised their judgment, and it could have been from the higher ups. Could have been from the higher ups, the higher up bosses. Judgment is a wake-up call. Okay, 5 of Cups. Disappointment is Mars and Scorpio. We still have Mars and Scorpio, so that's basically go judgment. Okay, then judgment and go judgment. So something has been decided. It's been ordered and executed. So a lot of you guys got your walking papers in some way, shape, or form. Okay, we've got surprise integration. So to me, it feels like a lot of you guys could have been initially upset, and then you realized that you were free. Oh, look at that! Bam! Bam, bitches, look at that. Wheel of Fortune with the Fool. Like I was saying, Fool energy. You need to trust that you are exactly where you're supposed to. If you got cut out, if you got pushed out of something, it is for your best interest, okay? The Fool. Okay, wait. I'm getting excited here. Look, I'm all breathing heavy and shit. Okay, 3 of Cups. For some of you guys, this could be an intimate party. This could be a pity party. You know, party for 2, you and your friend. Let's go drink some wine. Fuck it, you know. This is screwed up, but I'm not going to let it consume me. I'm not going to let it eat at my brain. I'm not going to let it poison me. This is a big release. Where I was caught, I've now been released. So this signifies something is interfering. And it's divine. It's divine intervention. I just have to say that, guys. Pluto, judgment call, transforming, taking the negative and turning it into positive. Where there was something that you were at war with, you are now recognizing with stunning clarity that you have to make a decision and that you have to execute that decision. So this can be an executive decision. Capricorn, the professional. A professional decision. For some of you guys, you're going to be throwing a party. For some of you guys, it's a pity party, but it's filled with joy. Okay, you're going to spend time speaking with people who care what you think, or talking with your friend, you know, hey, that job really sucked, you were unhappy anyways. So this is kind of like the meeting of the minds, meeting up with a friend, or going to see a friend, or a friend coming to see you. Bringing a glass of wine or a beer for you guys, for you guys out there to discuss your roots. Or what is at the root? Talking about roots. So it could be like the breadbasket that you had didn't pan out. Okay, but you got some roots here that you're putting together, a little bit of stubble that you're trying to grow. Ace of Wands, initiation. For some of you guys, you lost your job because you got a huge opportunity coming up. Look at that, Ace of Wands. That is action. That is the flame of initiation. So you could be talking to people, trying to establish rapport, trying to bond, with a certain group in society. It could be the time when you're picking up on a lot of friends. Remember what I was saying about the full moon in Gemini still being present, plus the Capricorn sun and the Capricorn sun and duh, the new moon in Capricorn, the eclipse energy, and that huge conjunction in January in Capricorn, okay? And then not to mention, shortly after that, Uranus going direct, which is huge changes, taking action. So for some of you guys who have lost your job, this is encouraging you to get moving on creating your own home-based business. You have to trust your instincts, okay? You're free and clear. This is free and clear to take yourself to the next level, because the old one, the old job, the old house, the old relationship, the old relating to is done. It's done and over. Okay, so for some of you guys, if you're experiencing this as a big loss and you're still treating it like a big loss, you fucked up somewhere. Okay, so this is course correction for mistakes that you made in the past. Things are changing. We already have 550 and to the 10. Okay, so there's some new information. You may get some communication that takes things to a whole new level. Something you didn't expect. Okay, remember the overall energy is the Three of Wands, so you must voice your intention and word it carefully, because your words have a lot of power. Capricorn can be marketing and promotion, so this can be self-promotion or promoting yourself to business owner. Three of Wands is voicing your intent and also going after what you want. Sun in Aries, okay? Being responsible for yourself and taking the lead in your own life, okay? So you're beginning to knit the manifestation of what your future is going to look like. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, so the next card we have Privileged Lady. It is number 12, so it's all about surrender. So it gives the idea of a young lady, or possibly a teenager, or a woman in her early 20s. Somebody of breeding, of good taste. Sometimes I see this as a teenager. Somebody honorable with good breeding, good background, who's appropriate, has charming social graces. And for some, yeah, like I said, could be a child, but she just travels that. She has this air of good breeding about her. She has manners, please and thank you. This is the miss, the little miss. Okay, King of Cups. King of Cups is consideration. Okay, it's reversed. So it's kind of like somebody, you may not have considered somebody previously, or this could be the card of addictions. Usually alcohol, but it can be drugs, because it's Aquarius cusp with Pisces. Aquarius, Pisces cusp. So that could be social and without boundaries. So there could be an issue with the child, or somebody is saying, I don't want you to do this anymore. So this feels like a confrontation where somebody's surrendering to their feelings, and they're expressing how they feel. Maybe somebody freaks out, because sometimes this can be like the emotional spiral. Okay, King of Cups holds their emotions just beneath the surface. But when it's reversed like this, it's the tendency for emotions to spill out. Could be caused by being under the influence. So somebody could literally be losing their shit or crying over some events with their child. And that would actually coincide with the moon and the nodes, yeah. So there could be some family issues, or just emotional issues related to the past. And there could also be this second chance, being able to do something again and not really knowing how to feel about it, or still being deep in an addiction and realizing that you have to get out of that addiction, or you're going to repeat this lesson again. Here is another opportunity to do the right thing, to be serious, to be responsible, and to be practical. Then we have distant horizons. This is like my Jupiter card. This is also like my Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter and Neptune card, where this is very abundant energy. It's optimistic, it's happy, it's traveling to foreign worlds. It gives the idea of being beyond. Okay, that could be physically, emotionally, and mentally. So this is a spiritual card. It's also the card of traveling, and it speaks of, look at that, the anchor. The anchor is flying here, so you're trying to figure out where to land your anchor. So ship is sailing, look, and this, what is that, a seagull? And the seagull is flying free. So it's about exploring foreign territory, expansion, opening up, and accepting with joy and optimism, looking to the future, flying free. Okay, we've got the Tower. So like I was saying, a lot of you guys have not realized that when the shit came down, it really broke you free from something that you were complacent in. Okay, because we as humans, we're always supposed to move forward. And when you become stuck, it's because you've accepted how things are. Okay, that means you're settling rather than your created reality that you fabricated with your own mind and your own thoughts and your own energy. So here comes the Tower, like lightning. Okay, this is someone's being served. Someone's being served the Tower. So for some of you guys, this shit hit the fan, and for others, this was a release in order for you to explore distant horizons, just like the card says. It's opportunity. You may suddenly realize that you must carry this perspective in order for it to grow. In order for you to move forward, you must realize that this is an opportunity to be free and to go where, like in Star Trek, where no man's gone before. Okay, call yourself no man. Gift is reversed, number 17. In the traditional tarot deck, that is the Aquarius card, the Star card. It speaks about hopes and dreams and wishes. Okay, with this card, it's reversed. So a lot of you guys are having your hopes dashed or your dreams dashed. Or you feel like you've had something taken away from you that I want to say you always assumed would be there. You thought you would always be in possession of it. Like for some of you guys, it's a home, a child, your sanity, a partnership, a family. It can be in many, many areas, but it does speak of loss and how you need to shift your perception and not view it as a loss, but an opportunity to expand into the future. It also equals 8, so this is a huge deal. For a lot of you guys, you may be having a hard time coping with it. 17 also equals 8. So this may not, whatever you lost is not part of your legacy. Definitely course correction. This is another, there's 4 cards here, 6 cards that speak about going in another direction. Okay, we've got Judgment, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and the Gift card. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see this, Magician. Okay, so when we get the Tower, it's about breaking down foundations that were not solid, that were not stable, that were not secure. You viewed them as that, you called it that, but in reality, that's not what it was. So faulty structures tend to break, and this is your chance to rebuild. You have just been handed the keys to your own kingdom. Now you must create your kingdom. King of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Queen of Cups. This really is a beautiful thing. So, hopes and dreams were dashed. Now you've got to decide, King of Pentacles, where you're investing your energy, whether it's time, money, ideas, or just attention. This speaks of taking action and investing. Magician is about creation. As above, so below. Use your mind, use your thoughts, voice your intent, speak very carefully, and think about what you're going to say, because your words have a huge potential. Wait a minute, guys. There may have, oh, okay, yeah. Somebody was having a path cleared. For somebody, it's in a partnership, a relationship. This may be an ex. This may be an ex that is leaving the life, because there's a lot of karmic wrap-ups surrounding the full moon. With the eclipse, this is a lot of karmic wrap-ups. Now, the eclipse energy is going to last for 6 months. So, given that it is December, the new moon in Capricorn solar eclipse energy is going to last all the way through the end of May. Time, order, records, calculation, the keeper of calculations. So this is kind of like, I want to say, estimating what you're going to do. So some of you guys could be putting together a business plan, or you just have the concept that you're working together, kind of like putting the puzzle pieces together. Magician talks about, it's number 1 in the deck, so it's beginning. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, to the Fool, to the Magician. We are starting a brand new cycle because our awareness is shifting mentally, spiritually, and in the physical world. Because of that, the energy is shifting in the physical world. Okay, so it's time to figure out where you're going to invest your resources. Queen of Cups is nurturing. This can be any kindly old lady. She actually stands for love, and she's represented by the cusp of Gemini into Cancer. So Gemini is patterns. It's also learning. Moving into Cancer, that's about home and emotional roots, family roots. So this can be the mother too. Some of you guys may have had some issues, like you may have felt obligated to give Christmas gifts. Some of you didn't. Some of you guys just stayed home and relaxed and took care of yourself. That would be sitting and resting easy, as in Queen of Cups. You took care of yourself. You found your happy place. So this kind of shows that you didn't do a lot of visiting over the holiday. Well, for the Christmas season, you probably wanted to stay home and relax. Okay, so they keep bringing my eyes back to the infinity sign, a legacy. Learning to relax, learning to take care of yourself. So a lot of you guys stayed home and took care of yourself. Some of you guys may have been sick. Some of you guys may have been injured. Some of you guys were like, well, shit, I'm sick of the holidays. I'm tired of being obligated. I don't want to do nothing. Main female is reversed. So it's kind of like you might have went dark. You might have went dark. Possibly waiting till the last moment to make phone calls and, tell everybody, oh God, I gotta tell everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that kind of deal. But, oh yeah, look at that. Final outcome, journey is reversed. You don't want to go anywhere. That's pretty funny. Okay, journey is usually about arrivals and departures. But this is a final outcome card. So it's basically, we're not going anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do any traveling. So you probably stayed home and relaxed and stayed comfortable. So you probably didn't even dress up, or You know, if you didn't want to, you didn't even take a shower. But basically just eat, sleep, and drink, and rest. And there was a lot of focus on that. There was a lot of energy on that. Like, I need to stay home. The sun is about growth. Okay, so some of you guys may have also taken time off from work too. Sun is in Capricorn. Christmas vacation, Christmas break. Then we have Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. So the sun talks about growth. It also talks about that everything should be going well. Queen of Wands is inspiration, somebody who inspires by sharing her story. She inspires because she's healed herself. She's confronted herself. She's faced herself. And, okay, every time I get this card, I hear "You've come a long way, baby," as in Virginia Slims. It's basically lifting yourself up, sharing your story, and inspiring others with how you got yourself out of the hole. It could be that you do that for a living also. The sun talks about work, even though it is indicative of Leo, which is healthy self-esteem, being playful. It can be about having fun. I kind of think that your idea of having fun would have been to stay home. Four of Pentacles and Five of Wands. This would be not valuing yourself or not opening up to vulnerability. And Five of Wands is about inner insecurity. So perhaps you just didn't want to deal with any shit. You didn't want to deal with any holiday drama. Okay, well, that was the final decision, and that was the outcome. I'm not dealing with any kind of drama. I'm staying off the road, staying out of friends' house, staying out of family houses. We're just going to stay home and enjoy doing nothing, relaxing, taking care of ourselves with not feeling obligated. We'll pull one card from the Hawaiian Healing Intentions deck, if it will cooperate. Yep, there we go. Oh my gosh. Talk about cooperation. Okay, Spirit's got a lot of advice for you. Okay, 1. Ikaika, strong, powerful, and sturdy. Inner strength. It's the number 25. Okay, so do not be afraid to make changes in the balance of your relationships and partnerships, okay? Family, friends, doesn't matter what it is, at work. My intention is to fully integrate my inner strength and wisdom into my everyday life and to embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Your inner strength is your core self, your inner being. It is supported and guided by your soul and your higher purpose. It is powerful and wise and knows that in times of adversity, there's always the opportunity for growth, learning, and transformation. Your inner strength never wavers. It is ever present and inextricably connected with the infinite resources of the universe. Right, see, gather up the strength to look at this in a different way. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, I'm not sure which one I should read first. They're all definitely prevalent. Okay, Makanahele, wild, untamed. That's a number 32. Now look, first card was number 32. Okay, same numbers. It's about change. It's about actions and partnerships or communications and partnerships that could have possibly went awry or brought destruction and changes that you did not ask for. My intention is to make friends with my untamed inner wild and to allow it to fuel my creativity and self-expression in healthy and inspiring ways. You are an animal of the natural world and full of instincts and impulses. Art, music, movement, and self-expression are all ways that you can unleash your inner wild while staying within the expectations of the modern world. Without this release and reunion with aspects of your authentic nature, unexpressed emotion can build up and wreak havoc inside or out. Make friends with your inner wild and find ways to set yourself free. Okay, look, you're being set free to explore. Okay, this is the next adventure in your life. Kupuna, and this would be the roots, like I was telling you. Okay, so it speaks of ancestors. Kupuna, lineage, number 44, encouraging you to take action in your foundations and in terms of your emotional security. Okay, 44 equals 8. Here's another 8. A lasting impression, a legacy thereof. My intention is to honor my lineage by listening deeply to the memories in my body and transmuting detrimental energy into love and light. Your elders and ancestors, back to the beginning of time, live in your DNA. By listening to your thoughts, your body, and your responses to life, you can know your ancestors. Anything that bothers you is a clue that there is a detrimental memory in your cells. By proactively sending compassion, love, and forgiveness to yourself and your relations, you can heal from within and offer healing energy to your lineage, horizontally and vertically through time. That would be sharing your story of overcoming, lifting and inspiring others. Also, this could be receiving, being noticed for your inspiration, for your teaching skills. The way you, okay, I'm seeing something else here. The way that you speak about those dark subjects, because it is a problem. I was going to say, this is exposing the elephant and bringing it out into the open. Ho'omaluhia, to create peace. Number 14. Okay, 14, that would be the Temperance card. That would be patience, divine timing, and also social media. So declaring peace. That declaring that you will be at peace no matter what. It's a number 5, okay? So it's grounding in the self. My intention is to cultivate serenity in my heart, mind, and soul, and to choose thoughts, words, and actions that foster peace. That is exactly what this is all about. Peace is an inner state of being. No matter what is happening around you, your response is your responsibility. By choosing to hold a loving place for yourself and for any inner trauma that might be triggered, you can cultivate peace within. This will support you to choose compassion over blame, education over ridicule, inner strength over force, and love over fear. You can choose to embody the peace that you long for in your life. Okay, so I pose you the question I do at the beginning of every horoscope. You can choose to be the victim, or you can choose to be the victor. All right, guys, I'm out. I see you tomorrow. Love you. Take care.